We're going to do a demonstration here on grafting stockinette stitch. Here I have a sample of some knit weave that I've started with waste yarn and finished with waste yarn. I have the end with the tail to the bottom. I'm going to fold it back to show the stockinette side. And I'm going to bring in the top section again with the stockinette side, ensuring there's no twist in this piece. And I'm going to come up to the first stitch so we can see our loops come down on the top section and the loops go up on the bottom section. I'm going to come up, pick up this right leg, sew this through, and then I'm going to come down and pick up the left leg of the first stitch and the right leg of the second stitch. Then I want to go back up and repeat. We're going to pick up the left leg of the top first column of stitches and then the right leg. So every time we're picking up 2 legs to complete the row. So I can see this is where I was before. I'm going to catch the leg on that column, come over to the first leg on the next column, and repeat that across, making sure that the stitch that we create looks about the same as the stitch above and below. You can see there, that's quite a big stitch, but if I pull that a little bit tighter, it will form in. So I can see where the last leg was. I've worked this column here, one half of it. I'm going to pick up the other half, over to the next column, pick up half of that stitch, give it a little tug, come come back up to the top. That was the last column that I finished, so I'm going to come up and pick up this one. This is a good technique that you can utilise if you are making bands on the main bed. If it's a vertical button band that perhaps you're adding on after the main garment piece has been knit. This is also where you would graft on, say, the top part of a shawl collar to the band. The technique of grafting has other uses, such as joining the top of the toe in a sock, depending on the construction method that you use. It's always a good technique to have in your skill set, so it's worthwhile practicing. And you can always stop after 4 or 5 stitches. Check back through that your tension, if it's too tight, you can use your needle to unpick slightly, just to pull some slack yarn back through and stretch these legs all the way along. Likewise, if it's too loose, you can catch a leg and pull it tight and carry that all the way along back to your working end. The tail that I've left to complete this was oversized. I made it 4 times the width of the piece, but I think 3 should be more than sufficient. It's always better to pull off too much than not have enough and have to try and cut in or knot in a strand. So that leg there is just hiding from me a little on this left hand edge. So I'm just pulling on the waste yarn just to reveal the stitch. Make sure as you get to the end that you keep unrolling the fabric. You want to ensure that you catch all of the stitches that are live, so that once you remove the waste yarn, nothing will drop off. So I've got that edge stitch there, and I'm just going to come back down into the last leg of this one on the edge to pull it neat, and then I can come into the back and unravel this green acrylic waste yarn. And as I do the final unravel on one row, I'm just making sure that I don't have any loose stitches popping up that I need to catch the wrong end. And I'll be able to see here that if I unpick this tail, it should all come away. And when I look at this on the back side, stretch it out just to even out the stitches, I can see that I've caught everything there, nothing is loose. When I come back to the other side, I can see that the stockinette forms an almost seamless join. My tension was probably a bit on the tight side, but this is very much a Goldilocks technique that comes with a lot of practice. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a comment, and until the next time, you've been watching Button Mouse the Wee Machine Knitter.